Hey, it's Mike with TechPB, and let's do our first ever mechanical Supergun show on the 2009 Shocktech SFL. This is a cool little gun. Now, I know a lot of people that are probably new to paintball, that weren't playing through the late 90s and stuff like that, are probably wondering, why would you drop, $600, $700, $800, $700 on a mechanical autococker? It just doesn't make any sense. Well, most of those people weren't around in the mid to late 90s when there was some badass autocockers that were coming out. The SFL was one of them. The Evolution Autococker. The what was some of the other? They'll come to my mind here in a little bit. But there was quite a few autocockers that were made, in the mid 90s, late 90s, that just cost a fortune. $1,400, no problem at all. No problem at all. Westwood is another one that comes to mind. Bell Sales, if I didn't say them already. I mean, there was just some really expensive autocockers in the early to late 90s. You're not $1,400, $1,500, no problem at all. And you'll see some stuff that's just absolutely amazing. I mean, I think my Bell Sales autococker that I bought from Smart Parts, I think it was around 1993. I think I spent like $1,500 on the gun, and it wasn't half as good as this one was. So I wish I never sold it, but with that said, Shocktech SFL, what's the big draw about this? Why, for people that are new to the sport? Well, this is just kind of taking a throwback to the roots. There hasn't been a good autococker made in the past 3 to 4 years, I mean, just no one's really made a good autococker. This is a good autococker. Came out, just came out. I mean, I saved up. You guys saw a picture of me on TechPB with a red one that I was smooching. I was I was like, man, I'm going to get one of these guns and own one of these for a little bit. But here it is, Shocktech SFL. In my opinion, what was the thing that really, truly sold me on the gun was this right here, the low-rise clamping feed neck. I mean, other than the exception, I think, of Fireball Mountain, you really couldn't find autocockers with a low-rise clamping feed neck. You can't put a standard loader on most of the autocockers that are out there. Where's my invert 2? Here's my invert 2, and let's go ahead and loosen this up a little bit. But look at that, that's basically a halo on top of an autococker. No sanding the feed neck, no nothing. I mean, it just slaps right on. I mean, that right there is worth probably $200 to $300, because there's not a lot of guns that you can just stick a halo. Not a lot of autocockers you can just stick a halo onto. So, I mean, this gun shoots great. It feels great. It's obviously not anything you'd be out there using all the time. Maybe in scenario games you'll use it. Comes with a nice Delrin bolt. It's got some pretty trick features on it. Easy to adjust, a low pressure regulator. I really wanted the chrome one, but I guess they only made one with the chrome pneumatics. But definitely a nice feeling gun. Came perfectly timed right out of the box. I haven't had to touch the timing at all. So what do we do? Let's go ahead and weigh it really quick. So we're zeroed out. Now it comes with two, you can put whatever barrel you want to on here. From Bad Boys Toys, it comes with the Dye Ultralight. Those are about $100 barrel, $120 barrels. I decided to save a little bit of money, and I went with the Custom Products 16-inch Pro 2-piece for only $60. You can get it from customproducts.us. Nice little barrel, saves a little bit of money. So let's go ahead and drop this on here. Now this SFL is basically code for super fucking light. And let's see how light super fucking light is. Anybody want to take a guess? Let's take a look here. Let's see if we can see that. 2 pounds, I think it's 14.8 ounces. 2 pounds, 14.8 ounces for the SFL. So not exactly, made for autocockers, that's light. Obviously in 2009, that's not really light. For autocockers, that's very light. Most autocockers are probably 3.5 pounds. So we're gonna do an efficiency test on it. I probably should have drank an energy drink before I go and do this, but keep in mind this is a slide trigger, and let's see how we do. We're gonna have to suck it up. Woo woo! Hey, it's Mike with Tech PB, and we're about to do the efficiency test on the new Shocktech SFL. So this is a mech gun, so if you've got something to do, go ahead and do it, because this may take me a little while. We have the Ninja tank here, which is filled up right at about 4,000 PSI. The reg is pretty close to sweet spotted. I have it sweet spotted at about 310, but I backed it down to about 295. So we'll just double check it. It is kind of humid out here, so we'll see how it chronos. This is a custom product, 16-inch, 685 back. This is the Pro 2-piece, so this is a 2-piece barrel, and then we got the Pinocchio hopper. So I'm going to take the camera off the tripod. I'm going to show you the temperature on the tank, shoot a couple over the chronograph, set the camera back up, and then we'll start shooting. So let's go ahead and grab the camera off the tripod. Okay, let's go ahead and take a temperature reading. So it looks like we're sitting right at about 105. And then as you can see here on the tank, let me get a little closer. Looks like we're sitting just over 4,000, probably about 41, 4,200 PSI. So now what we're gonna do is let's go ahead and set the camera up here, and then we're gonna put our masks on. Let's get our first pod. And let's see how we're doing on the velocity. That's sitting up a little high. So let's back this down a little bit. Let's turn on the loader. Still a little high. There we go. So there we go. So we're sitting just right at about 300 feet per second. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and set the camera up. Alright, so we set this up and we'll start shooting. Might as well just leave this on. Leave that open, there you go. So, it'll be a long day. I got a left in here. There we go. There you go. Sweet. These are wearing my fingers out. Glad all we got is electrodes after this.
Yeah, get the paint out of the way. Because we don't
There you go. Got it left hand. How much air did you put in this thing?
I got a spare scuba tank that I hit and attached to it. Paint.
There you go. Right there. I know. I go to the other hand. I got it. Getting there.
You got it.
Getting there.
Thank you. God.
It feels like it's starting to die, thank God. I got it. Yeah, it's starting to die out. That's it. So that's all we got. Whew.
So, you've got 2,
Okay,
4.
we can move out of the way. And 8 pods.
Yeah.
So we got 8 pods out of the Shocktech SFL, shooting about 300 feet per second. And boy, my arms are tired now.
I want to.
Hey, but no short stroke, no double feed. No double feed. So we're back from the efficiency test, and I should have gotten a hand massage. You know, Willie should have taken me to get a hand massage, but that didn't work out. You know, if you think that's easy, try that. Go borrow a friend of yours autococker and sit there and pull the trigger for 20 minutes and go through 1,000 rounds nonstop, man. My arms were killing me after that. But save the drama for your mama. We're here to suck it up. This is a cool gun. Now, this gun is obviously not for everybody. This is not for somebody just getting into paintball. This is for somebody that's looking for a cool little toy for the back of their closet, looking for something that, you know, they'll bring out on rainy days and have a good time with. I keep getting emails from Bad Boys Toys about their, you know, cocker only days up there at Badlands, and unfortunately I'm over here in Tampa, so I can't make it to that. But you know, go check out Bad Boy. I believe it's badboytoys.com. I'll put up the URL down there at the bottom, but this is definitely a really nice shooting gun. The clamping feed neck's great. The on-off ASA is great. The nice little rail is great. Regulator works great. I haven't had any problems with this gun whatsoever. I really enjoy it. So go check out Bad Boys Toys. If you guys are interested in getting yourself the Shocktech SFL, great job. Thank you very much.